On. Welcome, 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 welcome. I welcome each and every one of you as you join me tonight. Oh my goodness, I am super excited, to be here. I always tell you guys that every Friday, for some reason that I can't explain, maybe because I'm looking forward to be here, I'm not sure, but every Friday, I'm always happy, excited. I just want to be with you guys. I just want to be with each and every one of you. All right, so let's get down tonight. Like I said, I welcome each and every one of you, and I'm the host of the Speaker Show, Nini Lafatai. For some of you who are just joining us for the first time, the Speaker Show is a place of inspiration, motivation, where minds are being liberated through reasoning. On the Speaker Show, we coach, we support you, inspiration, motivation, accountability. This is what we are here for because we believe, I'm sure you guys must have heard me say this 1,000 times. We believe that everyone has a part, everyone has a purpose, everyone has something significant that is attached to them that they need to become. And in other words, while you're trying to become that, you need the right platform. You need the right people, the right source to get you to where you need to be. And that is what the Speaker Show is here for. So with humble mind tonight, I want to tell you one more time, welcome on the Speaker Show. Please, before we go further on what we want to talk about tonight is going to be different a little bit, and I'm excited about it. But, before we go further, I want to tell you something. Please don't forget to subscribe on the speaker. Don't forget to click on the notification button. And most importantly, don't forget to share. Please, if you find any video interesting, if you find any video captivating, if you find any video inspiring that you think they have, is very meaningful, you're connected to it, please share. Share with your loved ones, share with your friends, share with your family. Let them be part of something really great, something that is going on. Let them be part of it. It's very important. So I just want to say, please and please and please and please, let's share the speaker show. Let each and every one of us, let somebody else benefit from it, not just you alone. All right. So let's dive into what we want to talk about tonight. I have a story, and then we're going to talk about what is trending and how you can be part of it as well. You can make yourself useful, what's going on and all that. So just stay tuned with me and let's have a good time tonight. All right. So, first thing that I want to tell you is this. I'm going to do a storytelling. I found this story very, very fascinating. And as they will say that, if there's something, that captivate you, you just gotta, you gotta mold it. You gotta mold it and talk about it. And that's the beauty of the speaker show. So tonight, what I really want to talk about to us tonight, the title of my story is A Broken Pot. The story is about purpose and about value. Now, most times, we feel that we are too comfortable where we are. Sometimes we feel that, we are not enough. Sometimes we feel that nothing good is happening in our life because of the circumstances, because of so many things that is going on around us. So we think like, we are not capable of some certain things. But I want to tell you, but before I actually even get into that, let me ask you this. Have you ever felt like, you're not enough? Have those thoughts ever crossed your mind that makes you feel that you're insignificant, you're too little, like you like this particular thing is not good for you, is better off for some other people? Have those thoughts ever crossed your mind? Or maybe probably have you ever failed too many times and you think that that's the end, and then you think about I gotta give up? Or maybe have your flaws, your flaws of disqualification, have they actually even made you feel like you're useless, or maybe you're not useful, not even to yourself or even to the people around you? Have you ever felt that way? See, I have an answer for you tonight, and I really want you to follow my story tonight because it's very, very interesting. I'll tell you this, a story that will change how you actually even see yourself forever. Because I want you to understand something tonight, that every little cornerstone, every little broken shell, every little imperfection, every little thing has its own purpose in your life. And this is the reason why you need to be able to connect to the source. You need to be able to connect to that thing in your life. Now, listen to me as I actually even get into my story tonight that I'm super excited about tonight. All right. So, there's this village, okay? And there was once a water carrier in a small village. Very known. Everybody knows him because he does the job every single day. So he carried two pot of water tied to a wooden pole across his shoulder. Now, understand this, that one pot was perfect. One pot was perfect, nothing, everything was okay. It held water all the way from the river to the master's house. Because why? The pot was perfect. Now, on the other hand, the other pot had a crack in it. So this water can hold, it can carry enough water to the master's house, because whenever you get to the master's house, is always half. The water always remain half by the time they get there because of, you know, the cracks on it. But I'll tell you, by the time they reach the house, by the time they reach the house, like I said, the crack pot is always like half empty. Nothing like, it's like, why did you even use this? Like most times, a lot of people always do. When there's something little, they think the thing is not useful anymore. And what do? They trash it away. Now, for years, the cracked pot felt ashamed. The cracked pot thought, okay, I am broken. I am a failure. I can't even do what I was made for. I can carry water all the way down from the river to the master's house is always half just because of the crack. Then the pot was saying that. And one morning, one morning, one morning, the pot spoke to the water carrier, and said, I am so sorry because of my flaws. You do all this hard work, and yet you only get half water. And I am so sorry for that. And you know what the water carrier said? Very interesting. The water carrier said, did you notice the flower on your side of the path? Whenever I'm walking down the stream, whenever I'm walking down to the river, I planted seed there. And every day, as we walked back and forth, your watered them. He pointed to the beautiful rows of flowers blossoming along the tree, and then it was like, did you see that? Now, understand this. Without your crack, this path would have been dry, or even maybe lifeless, maybe dead. You think you think you have failed, but you have been creating beauty every step of the way. Can you imagine that? The pot doesn't know that. All the pot could see is, I'm not good enough. I am broken. I have crack. So what is the use of me? And I'll tell you this is how majority of you think. Because there's a little crack, because you failed 1,000 times, you failed many times, you give up. You think you are not useful. You think you are not worthy. But with the example of this crackpot, I want you to understand that there's something significant about you. Your ups and downs are to strengthen you, are to make you better. You think you have failed, just like the pot. The pot think there's nothing more. But the master make the pot understand that you have been creating beauty every step of the way. So if you have been feeling broken, remember this. And I want you to keep this at the back of your mind. Your flaws don't make you useless, they make you unique. Did you catch that? Somebody needs to write that down. Your flaws don't make you useless, they make you unique. The very thing you think disqualifies you might actually be the reason you were chosen for that purpose. Your story, even the painful parts, you need to understand, might be watering someone else's growth that you don't know, that you have no idea about. So I want you to understand that don't hide your crack. Don't. Don't hide your broken wounds. Don't hide your failure, your disappointment. Don't hide all these things. Let the light and the water flow through them. Very important. Let them flow through them. Understand that you are not broken. You are not. You are not. You're just beautifully imperfect, which is okay. Each and every one of us, the person that you're looking at, that this person is perfect, this person is wonderful, you need to get close to them and you will realize that they have their own imperfection. But when you look at them from far, you think everything is okay. They've got everything going up perfectly. And the reality is that they have their own cracks, they have their own broken shells. They have their own wounds that they patch and make it beautiful. And don't let that wound define who they are. Don't let your wrongs define who you are. Don't let your inability to determine who you are. You are beautiful. You are amazing. The world needs a light like you that only shines through crack. You need to understand this, because when you understand this, you can do better. I want you to really understand that you are more than enough. You are more than enough. You just need to pick yourself. You just need to pick yourself and be determined that I'm going to do this. No matter how many times that I fail, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep on. You know, another thing that I want to tell you is this. I don't know, maybe you ever notice that if you're on the highway or maybe let's say the local road and there's a stop sign that stopped everybody, what do you think happened as soon as the light turns green? Everybody moves. But do you know that by the time they get to the next traffic light, everybody is not going to get there at the same time? Everybody is not going to get there at the same time. There are some that they will be behind. There are some that they will get there right on time. There are some that they will get there as soon as the light is turning yellow into red. Understand that your pace is different. Your journey is different. It's just like the car that we drive. Let little things speak meaning to your life. Let every little things around you, let it speak value to your life. Everybody get to that stop Different time, even though they move at different times. So your journey can't be compared to someone else. The broken part didn't compare itself to the perfect one. So don't compare yourself. Don't be in comparison with others. Embrace your own wound. Embrace your own self so you can be a better person and understand that your journey is not the same. Understand that the pace that you're going to drive your vehicle to the next stop is different from the pace that the other person is going to drive their vehicle to the next stop. But yet, each and every one of you are still going to get to that stop. Each and every one of you are going to stop at that next red light. And the funniest thing is that the amazing and the beautiful thing is that you realize that even sometimes you realize that by the time you get there, you that you're driving slowly, by the time you get there, the light is already turning green. The light is at green and people are ready to move. People are already moving. So you need to understand your journey. You need to understand what you carry. What you carry walks in line with your purpose. The other day I was thinking and I was like, everything that I've become, with everything that I am, it has to do with a purpose. You can't be a different person with a different purpose. No. Everything that you've become, everything is aligning with your purpose, is aligning with your calling. You got to understand that. Because when you do, you embrace your wrong and your right. You embrace your imperfection and your perfection. You embrace your failure and success. You don't compare one to the other. You take it with joy, with happiness, and you run through it. My friend, my brothers, my sisters, the main point of my message this evening is I want you to know that you are more than enough. Don't let that stigma take the best out of you. Create beauty out of it. A friend of mine was sharing a story a story to me, and they said in their house there was a day they had this what's it called, um barbecue machine. Now that barbecue machine, listen to this great lesson. Barbecue machine, because the leg is a little bit broken. The husband looked at the barbecue machine, and the husband said to the wife, let's throw this thing away. This is not good anymore. Like, we don't need it anymore. And the wife said to the husband, why are we going to throw this away? It works perfectly, other than the leg, but we can always find solution to the leg. The husband said, no, 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 we need to throw it away. We need to dispose it. It's not useful anymore. Let's trash it. Then the wife said, okay. And sometimes women are very, very corny sometimes. And the woman went ahead and kept the barbecue machine. And there was a day they had a rainy day that they had no light. They had no light and they needed something to cook. And the wife came up with the idea. How about we use this barbecue machine to cook? Because it has a pot on the side that we can use to cook. And they brought it out. They patched the leg up with stones, heavy stones, in order to stabilize it. And I will tell you, during their tough time and their hard time, this barbecue machine with the pot is what saved their life. was how they were able to eat and sustain themselves because they had no electricity, they had no light. So there was no how they could cook. So imagine when the husband said, trash this away. And this is what we do as human. Every little thing that we think is not okay, that we think, this thing disqualify this. We think that thing is useless. We don't look for life out of it. I'm sharing this story with you because I want you to look deep within yourself. There is light within you, and you only can bring that light out. If the wife trash it out, what would have been their saving grace? Probably they would have go buy another one, maybe, or maybe if they don't have money, maybe they would just be stranded. But the moral of the story, embrace everything. Don't disqualify yourself. Even there are some people that they would disqualify themselves before others disqualify them. There are people that they will say negative to themselves even before people say negative to them. You fail a lot of times. And so what? And so what? That you failed a lot of time. Then keep on trying. Keep on trying. That's it. Keep on trying. You fail so many times. Doesn't matter. You've tried this and it's not working. You try this business, is not working. Try it again. I'm going to school. I'm not doing well. I want to give up from this school. I want to give up from the education. I don't want to, education is not for me. Try again. Don't quit. Don't give up. Because the people that give up, the people that quit, end up not having anything at the end of their lives, end up not achieving anything. And they go back to the same old story. That's what they do. They go back to the same old story. And I don't want you to be like that. I want you to be a better person, a different person. That's what I want for you tonight. And I want you to go home, keeping in mind that every single thing around you has its own value, has its own purpose, and make use of that purpose. Don't be like the husband that tells the wife trash it, but rather embrace your wrongs, and the best is yet to happen for you. So I just want to say, it's been a wonderful show tonight. I know it's pretty short, but I just want to tell you that you guys are amazing. You guys are wonderful. And thank you so much for joining me this night. Thank you for being here with me. And, I can't do this without you guys. So I just want to say thank you so much. And I will see you all again next week. Next week is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. And I can't wait because, if you're looking into immigration, if you're looking into new things, or if you just move, trust me, next week is going to be amazing, amazing. So please tune in with me next week at 7 p.m. I will see you until then. So I remain your host, your one and only, Nini Lafatai. But please don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to like it. Don't forget to tell your friends and family about it. Let's share it. If it doesn't have any meaning to you, it can have meaning to someone else. And that's the reality. It might not be for you, it might be for someone else. But if you don't share it, how do you know it's going to be for them? You need to share so you can also impart their life. So they can go back and say, wow, thank you for that video that you shared because it changed my life. So with that being said, I just want to say thank you very much. And I will see you all next week, Friday. Have a good evening. Bye for now, everyone. Enjoy your evening.